What is up, hot takers? Welcome to another episode of Hallmark Hot Takes, episode 5 of season 4 of Hallmark Hot Takes, where we watch, rate, and review all of the countdown to Christmas movies from the Hallmark channel. And here to explain our complex rating system. Take it away.
It is a candy cane-based rating system, where we each have the opportunity to award a movie half a candy cane, which is not the hook, up to 5 candy canes, and add them together to get a score out of 10 possible candy canes.
And that is based on how much we liked or disliked this movie. So
now, this is a back-to-back.
Yeah.
So this is not a great one.
Hot take.
It's because we've already watched 2 hours, recorded, put kids to bed, watched another movie, and now we're back to recording.
And you sound like you're making excuses. Now they're going to expect this to be horrible. So, all right. Tonight's offering was Mystic Christmas, starring Jessy, Schram, and Chandler Massey. So we are going to first meet Juniper, who is a marine biologist specializing in seals, who gets a call from her best friend. What's her best friend's name?
Ooh. Did not catch it.
Gets a call from best friend who works at the aquarium in Mystic River, Connecticut, asking her to come and oversee a sick seal that was brought in. And Juniper says, sure. She was going to jet off to South Africa for Christmas. She's been everywhere in the world, and she never settles down in one place. And we also find out that she has a previous liaison with best friend's brother, Sawyer. They met at best friend's wedding and I guess had like a pretty spicy weekend. And through miscommunication, one thought they emailed the other and didn't. They haven't seen each other since. So they clearly are going to run into each other in Mystic River, and it is very awkward, endearingly awkward,
yes.
as clearly they both still have feelings for each other. You get to learn a little bit more about Juniper. Again, she's a marine biologist. She never stays in one place. She doesn't ever want to settle down in one town. She always wants to be someplace new. And then there is Sawyer, who is like the town nice guy.
He's the townie.
He's the townie. He owns his own pizza shop.
Mangoes.
And he wants to stay in Mystic River because he loves it there. So the two, them being together is kind of a bit of a, because they both want different things. Then you find out that Sawyer actually does want to travel, and Juniper is not averse to traveling or to settling down, but she's just not really sure if it's for her. These two spend a lot of time together doing various things in the town, and they attempt to go on a date or two, but things don't quite work out. All comes into a head when they get into a fight after Juniper cancels a date, and they both kind of call each other out on them not living their best lives and doing what they really want to do. And that Juniper always looks down on people who are townies, and Sawyer has never been anywhere else, so he's too afraid to leave. So it all ends up working out in the end.
Yeah, it does.
And they clearly are still in love with each other, and Juniper decides that she is going to stay in Mystic River and work at this facility. And Sawyer decides that he is going to take a year off from his pizza shop and he's going to travel the world. So he goes and does that, and apparently they stay together for all of this time and visit each other, and then he comes back to Mystic River and they are still together and they kiss, and that is Mystic Christmas.
It's great. It's a great review.
Although I think the town is just called Mystic, not Mystic River. So apologies.
Because there was a river there, and
There's also a movie, I believe, called Mystic River, which was not a Hallmark movie, because I think people got killed. All right, let's move on.
Let's not plug that movie. All right.
Let's move on. All right. Now it's time for the ratings portion. Done via likes and dislikes. What are we doing first?
We did dislikes first last time. Want to do likes this time?
Sure.
Okay.
Who's starting?
I'll start. It was really awkwardly fun.
It was awkwardly fun. When they saw each other again, they were both tripping over their words, and it was quite entertaining.
Yeah, like this car chat was like just awful. It wasn't like Michael Scott, like awkward. But it was up there. It was up there. I liked the bakery. It's like a bakery in town. Had a lot of good baked goods. I like that. He had a fanny pack at one
I
point.
did. I have that on mine too.
He had a stapler in there and tape and whatnot to hang the flyers because they were on the hook to hang the town flyers for
something. The toy drive? I don't know.
Toy drive, yes.
The lantern thing? I don't know. There was a lot of different
At
things.
one point, she breaks the date, and his response is a thumbs up. That was
Well,
fantastic.
part of both of their things was they don't communicate well with each other. So she breaks the date because the seal is sick.
Peppermint
Which is a good
I remember her
reason.
name, but I don't remember the friends.
The sister bestie. Yeah. She breaks the date, but she doesn't tell him why. She just says, I can't make it. And then he, instead of asking, just sends a thumbs up. So, because
I
they're
loved
both
it.
morons. So she
I like the fact that he admitted that the email got stuck in his drafts, so he didn't send it.
So, yeah, the email, she sent him an email, like, back when they first hooked up, sent him an email, like, professing her love. And he says he emailed her back, and he thought he did, but then when he looked in his I don't know, he looked for it, and it ended up in his drafts all those years later. Which I find a little suspicious that he could actually find that email a decade
I can't find an email I sent yesterday.
No, neither can I.
Let alone
It's
a
ridiculous.
decade. So I don't. Yeah, I agree with that, but at least he admitted it. I like the fact that he admitted.
He did.
I probably wouldn't have admitted it. I would still let her believe that I sent it.
Right.
And she didn't respond. There's a part where mom and dad call, like she's like really torn on staying and going, and magically mom calls and she talks to mom, and mom's like the traveler now, and she's like, don't do it for a man. And then dad calls like right afterwards, and he's like, she's like, I'm 50-50. He's like, once you get to 51%, make the decision. So I thought that was nice. Like, parents caring.
I actually didn't like the parents because it seemed they had literally nothing to do with the entire movie, and then all of a sudden we just have her on the phone with her parents, and I thought that was weird, but that's okay. We can disagree.
That's all I got.
I liked Ken. Ken was just some random guy. That he was the guy who was at the shop when she first came into town, and she made Sawyer give her a ride, and then he popped up at random places just to heckle them.
He should run for mayor.
It's kind of funny. I like the sister/best friend, even though I seriously don't remember her name. I don't know what to say. I thought their fight was really good. So, when after the failed date, they both kind of confronted each other, and they had a pretty good row, and I really appreciated it. It was good. I like a good row.
Fisticuffs.
No, not a fisticuffs. They did not fight. It was just verbal sparring.
Physical sparring would have been also welcomed.
But not appropriate for Hallmark.
That's the problem.
That's what happens in the Mystic River movie.
All right, what else you got?
I like the seals. They were all so cute. Loved them.
Okay, all right.
Gotta love a seal, right?
I like seals.
Yeah.
I think they're cool.
Although I was concerned that when they released Peppermint back into the wild, that he immediately got eaten by a shark. I didn't like that. It gave me the ocean's a big, scary place. That poor baby seal can't live there.
I know.
He needs to be protected.
I know.
But that's the world, I guess. And for the final, the best friend / sister gives her daughter, she has a daughter, for Christmas they do this book exchange, and she gives her Anne of Green Gables.
No.
Great book. Loved it.
Whoa.
Loved it.
It's 12:30. Let's not yell. Kids are sleeping.
Don't care.
All right. So what about the dislikes? What do you got in this pile?
Their special pizza that they ate didn't look very appetizing.
It's like spinach and...
It sounded good when he said it. Spinach, cheese, and sauce. Okay, sure. But then they showed it, and it didn't look.
So you're not a fan of the mango fire roasted pizza?
I just not that one.
It's the holiday special.
He asks her what her favorite condiment is.
Yes, yeah.
And she says sauerkraut. Is sauerkraut a condiment?
I don't know.
Discuss amongst yourselves, but I don't feel like it is.
I think it could be.
I disagree. She calls herself an introvert at the beginning of this movie. She's not an introvert. She's just socially awkward. She just doesn't know how to talk to people. She's perfectly social and engaging. She just is a doofus. And I mean, an endearing doofus. I really liked her character. She's cute as a button.
Yeah, I thought there was too much of the introvert angle.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't appreciate that.
I thought she kind of went from I'm never going to stay in Mystic to like the next scene she was thinking about it without really any segue into it. And I thought it was a little bit strange. It needed a little bit more build up for me.
Yeah, okay.
And then I liked kind of how they did the ending, but I thought they really tried to thread the needle a little bit too on the nose. Like, everyone sort of, I guess, got what they wanted, which was great, but nobody really had to make the sacrifice. I don't know. It was just kind of weird how they, I don't know. I don't know if I loved the ending.
Yeah. What about her haircut?
You told me I wasn't allowed to talk about the haircut.
I think it's physical, like, attributes about people. But, like, a haircut, that's controlled.
Well, okay, fine. Her haircut was too blunt.
It was. It was like she was wearing a helmet. Didn't like that. I thought she was a horrible boss to begin with. It was very awkward.
Yes. Because, again, she's socially awkward.
Chestnuts over gingerbread. I don't agree
I don't
with that.
know. And chestnuts, they were saying it was a spice, but I don't think it's a spice. Is chestnut a spice?
I don't know.
Like, I don't feel like it is.
The little kid, I have no idea her name either. But
this is not a great hot take.
it's not memorable characters. She is
Call her Ellie.
Ellie's going to give a speech in front of people, so she gives a speech in front of the seals under the supervision of, what is her name? Juniper. And it's really cute. And then later on, they can't find the girl, like, right before. And she's in front of the seals by herself. That's not safe. A sea lion will rip your face off, man.
I don't think a sea lion and a seal are the same thing.
No, I thought there were sea lions there. Waiting.
What?
Waiting for the child.
I don't think that's really a dislike. That's not on your list.
It is.
You're just...
Kid with wild animals. Sea lion could kill. Is the exact line I have. Is what I'm speaking to right now.
Has anyone ever been killed by a seal?
Sea lion.
There were not... This is seals.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
This is an aquarium.
I watched the movie.
I didn't like it. I thought it was very unsafe that she could be...
I think you're grasping at straws.
The seal on her own.
All right. What else you got? Are you done with your craziness?
No,
okay.
I'm good.
So what's your rating? Because it's getting late. I gotta go to bed.
Okay. This is a tough one. Chandler Massey is pretty good.
I love him.
He's pretty good in this,
yeah,
too.
he is. He's good.
He was good. But it had a lot of opportunities. I am going to go with 2.5.
2.5.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
What do you got?
Here's the thing.
What do you got?
I love Chandler Massey.
Yeah, we do.
I think he is fantastically funny, and he's a super endearing character in pretty much everything. Definitely endearing for this movie. So if I'm just going on the movie itself, it was okay.
Okay.
And I was entertained.
Yeah.
But I feel like it needed a little bit more. So I would give it a 2. But Chandler Massey is going to get the extra upgrade because he did such a great job in this movie, and he really pulled it to a 3. So I'm giving it a 3.
Okay.
So that's what, 5.5? It's a middle of the road movie.
He's worth a candy cane.
He was.
That's great. That's like 20% increase just because he's in the movie.
Exactly. I mean, that's the very generous increase.
But you start the movie and boom, you're at like 1.5 candy canes.
Right.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just
That's
because you're
That's all we need.
Yeah.
All right. Preview?
Yep.
All right. We're back. There was a little confusion on which movie this was.
Right. Because apparently there is a war epic with the same name.
In 2000.
I wanted to preview that movie. Jason said we couldn't. So here we are. So the next movie is Joy Noel. some French version of the word joy, I'm assuming is how this is working.
Yeah.
So starring J.C. Elliott and Brant Daughtry. So when a romantic painting of a Christmas market captures the imagination of copy editor Leah, she is sent to France with pragmatic reporter Mark to uncover the mystery behind the artist. Okay, so that's a good write-up, Hallmark. That's a pretty good write-up. Why can't they all be like that? Like, I want to know the mystery. So we will see what happens.
I would rather watch World War I epic, where Europe is thrown into a brutal and vicious chaos as men are forced to kill or be killed.
Blood soaks the battlefield as Christmas approaches. It's a Christmas movie. Well, we'll have to watch this.
It was
74% on Rotten Tomatoes.
7.7 candy canes on IMDb.
When was this made?
2005.
Oh, well, maybe we'll do a special recap for you guys.
All right. Good night.